believe I am on. Hey, this worked. I can't believe that this works. Everybody, today I am painting another Primal mini monster. So, if you guys are following along, we'll go over all the things that I am currently doing. Just right now, there was a few spots that I missed when I primed it, so I'm just kind of filling in the gaps. So, yeah, let's see. What's going on here? Chat. Alright, I guess that worked. Herpter. Let's see where I make sure I'm live and actually doing stuff. It'd be nice if I am. I am. Let's see what's going on. Alright. Let's see. I don't know my Discord login. I know the picture was there of what I've done. Did I? It's on Reddit. Let me go see. Something I want to go check out. No, it's I'm going to pull up a picture of what I've done. Let's see. This? Yep. Yep, I found it. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to make sure of. So the top. Okay, we're good. We are copacetic. Let's go. Alright, sweet. So this one's going to be completely dry brushed. Short, sweet, to the point. So this one actually might be a bit of a shorter stream than normal. So sorry, I had to make sure something wasn't hidden. It's okay. Nothing, you can get out. You can get out. Yeah, I know, the knobs are awkward. No, seriously. She wants to give it to you for Mother's Day. Let her give it to you for Mother's Day. So the first color I'm going to be applying on the top is some Dark Reaper. I really should get a larger brush than this, but it's what I got. Actually, no, I do have a larger brush than this. Much, much larger brush. I really do enjoy painting miniatures on stream. I think it's pretty cool. Let's get all of this in. Yeah, Dark Reaper is like one of the perfect colors to go over black for when you want to do black highlights. At least I like the color. So this guy is made out of like mostly just stone. So he's not going to be too bad to do. I just need to Get all the colors on him. He's quite simple, actually. So, I'm sure I get. And then the other side, underside of him is going to go brown. Right now, I just need to get all of that stone that's on top. Because it's like, I think they took the inspiration to make this guy based on Baroff in Monster Hunter. Because, I mean, when you clearly look at him, he kind of not only looks like him a little bit, but you can kind of tell that's where the inspiration came from. At least I think. I could be dead wrong. I mean, I could be 100% dead wrong. So, yeah. Really need to figure out my Discord login. Yeah, let me do that real quick. That ain't gonna take me long. Let's see. Discord. Do 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 do. Camera. Sam, can you go see if noise is coming out of, like, no hiccups or anything like that? If you don't mind, just to make sure I'm not echoing or anything like that. Let's. Hmm. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there's nothing crazy going on. Make sure it's not like ah yeah yeah. Because I don't like that. Let's see. What you mean? Yeah, Discord. Pretty sure that's yep. I should, but it's fine. I don't want to forgive me. All right, all right. Any whoozits? Back to this. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Let's see what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on, Mello. Had this problem before. Not entirely sure. Anyway, let's continue. Ugh. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain. Maybe it's because I wasn't moving enough. I don't know what that meant, really. Not really sure what's going on. Am I still live? I guess I'm still alive. This will definitely solve that problem if I'm still alive. Okay, I am. Just wanted to make sure. Alright, so now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead, get rid of that, and let's move on to Dawnstone. The moment I can find it. Ugh, I think this is it. Yep. I found the Dawnstone. That's a lot of Dawnstone, Jesus Christ. That is going to be the next color I apply. I find it's a pretty nice color. Can't complain. Like I told everybody, if you have these minis yourself and you want to paint along, feel free, and also feel free to ask any questions about them, techniques that I'm using, such and such. Right now, I'm just dry brushing because I think that's the most realistic stone you'll probably get is when you dry brush it. I don't think wet blending is necessarily the greatest technique for stone colors, but that's just me. I can't complain whatsoever. So, whatever gets the job done, I guess. Yeah. So, once you get that Dawnstone on him, yeah, it's coming out pretty cool. Yeah, there's some right here. Get a little bit more on the brush. I gotta get the underside right here. That's when once I'm done with the stone on the top, I'm gonna start on dry brushing the brown on the bottom. So I think that kind of brings out his underside much better. Just making sure I'm hitting all the nooks and crannies of the stone. I think I just about got him. So yeah. Now I gotta do the same thing to the underside, except that I think I am just going to apply regular Dawnstone to it. It doesn't require much. So let's see. At least I like it. Nope, too much. Let's get some on with this. I'm doing in case you can't really see it, but I'm doing the base right now because he's standing on stone. So, and then when the bottom is done, when I'm finished dry brushing that, in the artwork he has these little orange glows inside of his head. So that's what I need to worry about next when he's done with his belly. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer. Almost done. I just wish I had that flesh color. They had a flesh color that went really well with a stone look. I liked it very much. It was like a brown Rakarth flesh. That was the name of it. When you use that over gray, it brings out this dirty stone look, and I just think it looks cool. All right, so I am done with the gray. So now let's move on to brown. That's not brown. Although technically that is brown, but that's Agrak's Earth Shade. I don't need that. I need my Rhinox. Rhinox? I think it's called Rhinox hide. I think I got it. Yeah. For his underbelly, I'm gonna do some Rhinox hide to start. So get some on my brush. Get them on the brushes. Then start with his leg. Get on his leg. Get on his chest, his arms, his jaw, part of his neck. This kind of serves as a bit of a base for the lighter browns to show up. I'm sorry, my hand was in the way. Let's get in there. It's a little tighter squeeze than normal. Like I said, dry brushing is probably the easiest way to paint this guy. It's actually a really cool way to blend colors. But you don't have to worry about wet blending. So, at least I find. Okay. Almost done with the Rhinox hide. And if you can't reach the very underneath, that's okay. You can kind of leave that part brown, the dark, or actually black rather. Just try to get it the best you can. So with that being said, that's that. Okay, the next color I'm going to use is Steel Legion Drab. That goes pretty nicely over the Rhinox hide. And you'll see what I mean. Even if you kind of have some left over on the brush, it's what's going to really bring out more of the upper raised areas on them. So I'll just do a leg and kind of show you. But this time, when you're going about it, try not to press too hard on the brush. Just picking up the raised edges. So it's just like that. So, let's see. Hey, you commented on my interaction today in the Primal Discord. Oh yeah, dude. Like seriously, good job on that. Did you airbrush that, or did you paint that with wet blending, or not wet blending, or with a regular brush? Because that was my thought. So, you working on any other ones? Sorry, I just looked over into my comments and I just realized you comment, so I apologize. Yeah, but man, thank you for joining. Whenever you get to this guy, if you haven't already, this is probably the easiest way to get him to the table, at least I find. Plus, I like the mechanic they made for him. He was pretty fun. it was, how can I put it? He had a way to stone himself to where you wouldn't be able to do a lot of damage, I believe, if I remember that correctly. So, it was pretty cool. Airbrush to start, brush, dry brush after oil wash to finish, and then a bit of local highlights. Working on the crab next, just zenithal and zenithal. Yeah, I like zenithal highlighting. It's like, I hate to say it like this, but zenithal highlighting and slap chopping, it feels like cheating. But after a while, I just stopped caring. I'm like, who cares? The only people who are really gonna get anal about that kind of stuff are like the paint gods, I guess you could say. Like you do you. It's yours. It's going on your freaking table. But I like zenithal highlighting. I like the slap chop method. I'm short, sweet, to the friggin' point. I ain't gonna play with that bull. Alright, he's just about done. Like I said, he's quick. So, wish I had another one prepped, because this was pretty short. I guess I could work on another miniature or something while I'm here. How many of your Primal minis have you painted so far, dude? So, yeah. Let's see. Now I gotta do the inside right here. I want that to be a little bit brighter than the last time I did it. Because I'm painting this for a buddy. Ooh. Hello there, sir. You're not supposed to be there. Just for Axon? Well, if you want to paint this one, feel free to use my video as a guide. So, because it's gonna upload later to my YouTube by itself. So if you want to go back, but really all I did was I primed it black. I dry brushed the top with Dark Reaper, and then Dawnstone, and then the bottom I dry brushed Rhinox Hide and Steel Legion Drab. And then the base I just did straight black to Dawnstone. It's very, very simple. Fiji used all 281 minis for Cthulhu Death May Die. That was my first ever painting experience. Save Primal for after I got some experience. Oh, that's understandable. That's definitely a Cthulhu Death May Die. I want to try painting those. Those look really freaking sick to paint. Another one I want to do is what's it called? Fiji. Oh, those damn typos. Finished all. Damn. Cthulhu Death May Die has 281 miniatures? That much? Jeez. Like that's just wow. I don't know what to say to that. Alright. I guess I could do this. Like really, man, that's just wow. I didn't realize Cthulhu Death May Die had that much. What other board games you play, dude? You got me curious. And by the way, after the Steel Legion Drab, I'm just kind of brightening it up a little bit with some Flayed One Flesh. Not much, just a little bit, just to kind of bring up the raised edges even more. So, COMD was a blast. CDMD? Oh, Cthulhu Death May Die. Duh. Oh yeah, I see why you did that. It's probably a pain in the ass to type all of that. That's that game where it has that little track to like the more you go across it, the stronger you get, but if you go all the way, you end up dying, correct? I have all the content produced for Kickstarter stretch. Damn, that's a lot. I am an Omni gamer. I love chip theory games. Dude, Too Many Bones for Life. It's one of my favorites. I love me some bones. And we actually played, me and my buddy, we played the Elder Scrolls one a couple of weeks ago. And that was flipping fantastic. We did the Dark Brotherhood quest on that one, and we were orcs. The entire time we felt like really loud orc assassins, and it was just, it was fun. Next to that, really, me and my wife's favorite game is probably, if I had to say, it's probably Dice Throne. Like, I think that's probably the one we play the most is Dice Throne. And I actually just got X-Men in for that one. Along with last month I got Marvel Missions. Alright, so now let's get this. Just some white in these cracks. Out of context, that sounds very wrong. TES is amazing. I worked GlenCon for chip theory for my copy. Hells yeah. That's a way to do it. That's kind of like that guy a long time ago. He contacted Bethesda when Fallout 4 came out, and he paid them in his collection of bottle caps. And what was weird, what was awesome, that they actually took that and gave him a copy of Fallout 4. Nothing wrong with working for your hobby. That's what I do most of the damn time. I paint because this isn't even mine. This is for a guy. I'm doing it for commission. He saw my work on Reddit, and he reached out to me and painting his stuff for him. And of course, obviously, I agreed. Why? Because why not? Dice Throne is a dice chucking blast. Yes, it is. Have you tried out missions? Yet? Because I got rid of adventures because of missions. I loved adventures for the time when we played it, but we played through it like 5 times already. And just when we got missions, it's just like it's quicker to set up. It's a little bit more streamlined to play. And it's good. I can't complain. I'd actually love to do commission work, but I gotta work on my chops. Don't feel bad, man. I've been doing painting. I've been painting for only about 2 years now. Trust me when I say it the craft comes with practice. No, I don't own Dice Throne, but I've played my friend's house. Nothing wrong with that. It's definitely one of those games where you need to be mindful because getting everything all at once is expensive. It kind of is. So, but yeah, I like me some Dice Throne. It's definitely probably our favorite game. All right, so while that dries, hey. By the way, man, if you want, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to revamp my YouTube into a mini painting YouTube. So, yeah, I'm just, it's what I love doing the most. The hobby brings me peace and quiet. So, no complaints here. I love the hobby too much. 4 months painting for me after my wife got me an Army Painter speed paints for Christmas. Now it's those in Vallejo models, colors, inks, and oils. Uh, Let me see. So you're only 4 months in? Nothing wrong with that. And that was your result? Like the Viraxen? Like damn, dude, that's actually pretty freaking good. You should stream yourself. That's only four. Because that's only 4 months in. That's pretty goddamn impressive, man. Hurry up and dry. No, this don't take long to dry. One tip I can give for dry brushing: if you go look up any dry brushing video, people will always tell you to get a dry whatever kind of brush. I use freaking Dollar Tree makeup brushes, but they tell you to dab it in the paint and then dry brush it on a paper towel or something. Me, I find that makes the miniature come out a bit too chalky. So what I do is I put it on my hand. Yeah, it makes the hand look bruised at the moment, but it removes the moisture with still keeping the paint just wet enough and just dry enough to work for both dry brushing and blending it. So, YouTube is my friend for sure. Yep. And it's just for shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shits. So, all right. I think this is ready for the orange. I'm gonna use some. Speaking of Army Painter, use Fire Giant Orange. I used a prime Lego base as a dry palette. Yeah, that's getting creative. I like it. Okay. What I like to use is, well, like I said, I use my hand, but another thing you can do is if you could find somebody who does Warhammer or something and get in touch with them, see if they have extra sprues that the Warhammer stuff comes on, and that way you could use it to glue it down to a palette, prime it black, and then just use that. That's another option. Somebody had told me about that a long time ago. Forgot who. Alright. He is just about done, kiddies. Just need to get this painted and he's good to go. This is a pretty short one. The guy I'm painting this for, he said he was on a plane, so not sure if he'll be joining in tonight. Yeah, sprue pallets. As people usually throw those things away anyway, so why not get use out of them? Waste not, want not. Or hell, you can even go to, if you have a local Warhammer shop, they do miniatures of the month. A, you can use that for practice, and B, you could use the sprue for that it comes with. It's a small one, but it's still one nonetheless. So, sprues can be your best friend. I'm actually painting a Warhammer commission as well for another friend of mine. So, I spent like 2.5, 3 hours yesterday airbrushing a bunch of cloth. It's a Adeptus Mechanicus army, and they're mainly just like green and metal and stuff. Ugh. This brush just about had its life. Ugh. Let's get this painted on. This is another thing I recommend doing. When you're playing Primal, I recommend you taking the two little things in the front that identify the front quadrant, and I would paint those a certain color to kind of help them stand out while you're playing. It makes a difference. My local game store has a monthly paint night with good experienced painters and speed paints available gratis. Are you trying to say grazie or something? I'm not entirely sure what's that last word. Available greatest? Available greatest hits. I don't know. It's all good. I get what you're saying, dude. So speed paints available. Yeah, somebody has it somewhere. So let's get this painted orange. I don't know who I'm gonna do next. To be honest, I'm trying to let him decide. He said do this one because it was a simple one, and quite frankly, he's right. It is a simple one. But other than that, he's done. Greatest compliment. Ah, I got you. That makes sense. I'll get it now. Alright, let me just paint his rim. And then he'll definitely be done after that. But yeah, when I first started out, I grabbed paint and I just took off. And then it became a godsend when I figured out finally that thinning your paints, even contrast ones and speed paints, make one hell of a difference. At least I can't complain. Alright. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I really do. This one's finally done. I meant to show this on my last stream, but I got this guy finished. The crackle paint on the bottom finished up, and it makes it look like he's standing on top of lava breaking through the ground. So this one is actually airbrushed for the most part. So I'm really proud of the way he came out. And then, which I'm pretty sure you've seen this one. This is the most recent one that I shared on the Discord as well. So I'm not complaining. And he likes him too. So yes, yes. I just don't know who to do next. Because I'm saving my pyromancer class for a video I'm gonna be making. So I don't want to do him. Both look very good. Thank you. Like truly, thank you. I'm not really sure what else to do. So usually I'm spending a little bit more time on these things. So, never, usually don't finish them this fast. Do the crab? Well, I'll tell you what, that's the next one I'm going to be doing. But I got to prime him, and it's going to take a while for the primer to dry. So, my next one, I will do the crab. And I will not do the coconut crab. I'm pretty sure he wants, I think he'll want it like more like the art book. The coconut crab thing that was my personal preference. And that's just because coconut crabs, I think, are scarier. Like, coconut crabs are just. Because I was thinking to myself, these are giant monsters you're fighting. How can you make a crab scarier? And then it hit me. Coconut crab. It's actually believed that coconut crabs were the cause of Amelia Earhart's death. When she went missing, and if people can correct me if I'm wrong on this, when they found, when they were searching around the area for where her plane had believed to have crashed, there was an island that was filled with coconut crabs that wasn't too far from the wreckage. So I believe when they went check that out, I don't think they found her remains, but they definitely found some things that made them believe that it was either belonging to her or was her. So that's just, yeah, coconut crabs are just freaking terrifying. And yes, they are huge. I see a coconut crab, I ain't touching it. Fuck that. Frick all the coconut crabs. So, yeah, give you a little bit of a better view. That is him. So, I'm proud of the way he came out. But now I gotta show him, but I gotta show my friend. So, hopefully he'll like it too. So, but I will prepare the crap for my next stream, I guess. So, yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother. Where am I in the world? I live in the U.S. in the South. I'm in Louisiana. Where are you from in the world? Tabletop Troubadour. I like that name. The name is pretty cool. I can't complain. So, and I actually just posted up a video today of me painting this guy. This came out today as well. It's like I said, it's from Dark Souls and it's the Deprived class. So, Cleveland. Nice. That's a nice good bit of ways. Hey. What's the weather like over there, if you don't mind me asking? Is it still, because that's more north, so is it still pretty chilly this time of year, or is it starting to warm up? Because down here in Louisiana, it's starting to get humid. What a weird question to be asking on a miniature painting live video. Cover up these things with some more orange a little bit better. It's like, dude, you're painting miniatures and you're asking me about the weather? Well, have a good night. Thanks for the support on Discord. It's great about now. 60. Yeah, I wish it was that. It's like in the 80s over here. But all right, man. No, dude, I'm about to cut it off myself. I really appreciate you joining. My next stream is more than likely going to be the crab. So if you want to watch and paint along, I'm happy to give advice and help out. Doesn't bug me whatsoever. I appreciate everybody else who joined in and tuned in and watched. And I will see you all of you guys on the next one. You all have yourselves a great night. Goodbye.